Yes, students, till now we have studied about the Congress system, different elections, and position of the government at the national level as well as in the state level. And here we'll talk about when there was not proper majority won by Congress, then there was establishment of coalition government and defection. These were the two major results of the election of 1967. Election of 1967 brought into the picture of phenomena of coalition. Since no single party had got majority, then they have to form coalition government. When we talk about coalition government, at that time, that Natranjan Annadurai, that was from Tamil Nadu. He was a journalist and orator. He formed that party DMK as a political party in 1949, and he was from Dravidian culture, that was Dakshan. He was the greatest supporter of autonomy for the states, and he fought a movement, started a movement for the favor of Hindi language, mean to say language of the state. He was in favor of this, and after that, the various other non-Congress people were there, that parties came together to form joint legislative parties that had supported no non-Congress governments. And when we talk about defection, it means to say another feature when these political parties, two from two states, they left this party and went to another party. There is an important term, Gaya Ram Aya Ram. Actually, it was a political leader, Gaya Ram. When he joined this, when he joined this anti this one elections, and he changed his party after losing the election, Congress party. Then joined another party. Then came back once again, joined the same party. From this incident was there. And another important feature of the election of 1967 was that this election was the role played by the defection in making and unmaking of the government in these states. Defection mean an elected representative leaves the party on whose symbol was elected and joins another party, like I told you the story of Gaya Ram Aya Ram. And after the general elections of 1967, the political loyalties was diminishing, mean to say they were somewhat less effective, declining in their power. And afterward, now there was a internally split among the Congress leaders, and a major part were there. Indira Gandhi versus syndicates. Syndicates, as earlier I told you, the group of powerful and influential leader for within the Congress, and real challenge for the Congress for Indira Gandhi now, that much not from the opposition but from in her own path, in her own part of the party. Then the syndicates have played a very important role for the installation of Indira Gandhi as a prime minister, and they wanted that prime minister should work according to their uh, advice, according to their symbols, whatsoever they wanted. And gradually, Indira Gandhi attempted to assert her position within the government and the party, but she also needed to work towards regaining the ground that Congress had lost in 1967 election. To make it more effective, Indira Gandhi launched very, we can say, very strong strategy for his initiative to the government, and policy orientation. He implemented one policy having 10 point working committee. 10 major points were there. Indira Gandhi has taken. And when these elections were over, uh, during these elections, this time period in this Congress working, it was very famously known as earthquake in the political ground of the Congress. I mean to say, everywhere there was different type of disturbances, and Indira Gandhi worked very boldly and took very intellectual decisions over there and adopted this committee working social organizations, control of the banks, nationalization of general insurance, ceiling on urban property and income, public distribution of food, grain, etc., land reforms, house sites, rural peoples, and such type of works have been done by that time by Mrs. Indira Gandhi. That was the Prime Minister of India at that time. And in this way, these syndicates and versus Indira Gandhi was very strong competition at that time. And as these 2 years passed, just after that there was presidential elections in the country, that was in 1969. The functional rivalry between the syndicates and Indira Gandhi came into open during these election time because syndicates wanted their candidate to be nominated for the president, and Indira Gandhi wanted from her own side candidate to be nominated for the for that side for the election of the president. When the president Zakir Hussein's death, just after that, the post of president fell vacant. Syndicates nominated Mr. Neelav Sanjeev Reddy, as he was the Speaker of Lok Sabha that time, and Mrs. Indira Gandhi nominated her candidate for the presidential election, that was V.V. Vigiri. At that time, he was the vice president of India, and she nominated him from the as an independent candidate. What happened in the after the elections? V.V. Giri, independent candidate, won the presidential election, and it marked very important, very strong policy of Indira Gandhi to make her party regaining the power once again. The defeat of the official Congress candidate formalized the split in the party. Ultimately, it would have to happen when two candidates from the same party are there, and one is the winner, another is the loser there, and there were some mutually conflicts were there in the party. The Congress president expelled the prime minister from the party. The Congress got divided into two groups. One is organization and second is requestionists. Organization was by the syndicates and requestionized led by Mrs. Indira Gandhi. In this way, this was wholesale split in the Congress. Non-Congress Congressisms movements were also started during time. Thank you, students. Take care. Read carefully. Have a nice day.